Well, I hope everybody's been having a great winter. I tell you, it has actually been fairly decent this year. So anyways, to get back to the subject of this video is going to be a recap of Tiffany and what she's been up to since MOS100 back in October. So she's gonna fill us in on her workout, and hopefully that what she has to say will inspire some of you and motivate you to know what it takes for somebody that placed first last year in the 100 mile at MOS 100 in the women's division, and her first time running it. So it's quite amazing, and I feel she has a lot to offer people, and I know she loves to hear the feedback of what people are actually doing as well. So, you know, this video is not just for you, it's also for her and the community as a whole, because that's what trail running is about. It's about the community, and I always want to stress that. And then I'm going to see what she is planning for her 2023 season. And I'm sure I know she has Kettle, Moraine, I believe, planned, and also Mines of Spain 100 she's going to return to protect her title. And I believe it will be a battle this year in the women's division for the 100 miler. I have a suspicion that it's going to be one heck of a race this year. But you know, MOS 100, I'm like, it's one of the best trail races that I have seen in the Midwest. So definitely we would want to look forward to that as well. So we will see what Tiffany has to say, and hope everybody has been training really hard and being smart this winter when out training in this white slicky stuff, because it can be treacherous and it does hide things that you cannot see. So always be careful out there and enjoy the beautiful Midwest. So here we are, we're here with Tiffany, and we're going to get a recap of what have you been up to this year since MOS 100?
More running, deciding which races I wanted to do this year, because I originally wasn't going to do very many, and that kind of changed.
I think you're doing, I hear you're doing Kettle Moraine.
I am doing Kettle 100 in June, and I am also doing Mines of Spain 100 in June.
So
I mean in October, sorry.
Best Midwest races out there. I believe Kettle is also a quite beautiful trail on the...
So I've heard, so I'm going to find out.
Yep.
This is one of those things that friends that I have met in the trail running community, some from the Quad City Turds, supposed to be one of a few of them's first 100-mile race. So I believe there's 5 or 6 of us that are all going to start off together running that. So I have 2 friends that have different goals, sub 24 and sub 26, that they want to run, and I honestly have no idea what I want to run it in. I just want to run it. I'm excited, so I have just started doing running again on the weekends, mostly treadmill running during the week, just because for my time schedule that's kind of what works. So short speed work a couple days a week, and then trying to do some bigger miles on the weekends.
What are some inspiring words that you have to say to trail runners that that are just getting into this. I'm like, because you're a newbie yourself. And like I've always said, trail running is such a wonderful knit community, gives the awesome vibes, and it is about that, helping one another.
Yep.
It's not so much, I mean, there is that, I want
There
to
is
win a
that
race.
personal
There's
challenge.
goals, but there
Yep.
is also that, we're out here running as a group.
Right.
And we want everybody to be enjoying this and doing their best if that's what their goal is.
Right. It's kind of like when you run with even some of the groups around, when you do group runs. The point of doing that is to get people of all different levels to come out and run on the trails and experience it. So, I got into it from running with different people, trying different trails, came to a new place today I've never been to before. So I had a couple people lead me around for a while, and then I did a few miles on my own afterwards. But it mainly, you're just out there, everybody's trying to do the best for themselves. So it's even like we go back to mines, there's been a lot of talk. Some people that I run with, don't want to run with me anymore because I'm expected to be fast all the time. Well, like I was talking to Danielle today, and a lot of us have our moments to shine. So there's races where you're going to do really well, and there's races where you're not. I mean, a good example would be like when I did Loud Thunder last year. I finished in 11 hours and something. That was my first place female that I'd ever gotten. Now the girl that ran it the year before ran at 8 something. So, I look at it as, that day I was the fastest one that day. Everything went right for me that day. And that's kind of how mine's is too. So people need to learn when you go out in the trails and stuff, depending how your body feels, depending, what's happened coming up to that, how you've trained, what your stomach's like, generally how you feel, how your fatigue is. I mean, there's so many different factors. And then again, the weather. So when you get out and run with other people and just kind of see that it's not always going to be the same. That's the experience of the trail. Where a lot of times when you're road running, you run that same section all the time, and you can be working on the speed, but you have different weather conditions as well, but it's completely different on the trails. So I just think I was inspired by people that I never thought that I would be in the same caliber as, and now here I am because I took in all the advice that I got over the years and then put it into, my experience and how I felt with it. And now I actually have people reaching out to me that are asking for things. So I have videos that I put on for like my workouts and things to show proper form and that you can be a weightlifter and you can be a runner. Very, very important. Strength training, very important. But yeah, just get out there and experience it and you won't regret it. There's always somebody out there that's willing to show you, or somebody out there that's gonna, help you get those kind of tools that you need under your belt. And, remember that it's about you, it's not about everybody else. So when you're out doing these things, even some of the races I've signed up for this year, I'm trying to beat my time from last year. If I get first place, that's a bonus. But the goal of it is to actually really, really just beat yourself. Show yourself that you can be better and just keep working hard.